What's up, Radiant Soul? So as you know, this is a safe space for like-minded individuals who prioritize what? Who prioritize wellness. So mental wellness, spiritual wellness, emotional wellness, financial wellness. We want to be well in all aspects of our lives, okay? So today we're going to be talking about mending your heart from betrayal. So when you go through deep disappointment, when you go through periods in your life where you feel like you were so good to individuals and they betrayed you, oftentimes it changes you. It changes your capacity for connection, especially when the betrayal happens in a relationship. Like when somebody cheats on you, like when you're married and somebody has an affair on you or has children outside of the union, or you do business with somebody and they screw you over. When you trust people and they take advantage of your naiveness, or they take advantage for your trust in them, it changes you as a person, because it kind of strips you of your naiveness and you're finally aware to the reality of life, like the harsh reality that sometimes people you love don't always have the best intentions for you. Sometimes you're moving genuinely with the person who's moving strategically with you. But I always say, whenever someone betrays you, you need some distance between you and the person. So even if it's a marriage, you still need to put distance between you and the person, because now the foundation for which you have built the relationship on is shattered, is crumbled. Like there's no trust. Now I don't believe what you say. Now there's no honoring the vows that we took. There's no, even when you do business, when somebody screws you over in certain ways and betrays you, there's no more trust. There's no more foundation of trust in the relationship. So I believe that that person has to earn your trust back if you're willing to let them earn it back. Okay. And they can't do that from being under you, because you can't really tell if they're being genuine or not. Now you have to put distance between you and that person so you can see, like, is it worth allowing this person back into my life to try to rectify the situation? Is this worth somebody coming close to me again, and then they could possibly hurt me in this way? Like now they have to prove their character to you. And I'm not saying you prove yourself to humans, but when you're in connection with a person and you betray them, they do not have to allow you access back to their life. And if they do, it's a privilege, and you need to treat it as a privilege. And you'll see who wants to put in the work to actually fix the relationship versus who just liked you because you were convenient. Because a lot of people, when you're a people pleaser and you overgive and you operate from a place of wanting people to like you or wanting to please people, a lot of people deal with you out of convenience. They don't deal with you because they genuinely like you. They deal with you because it's easy to deal with you. They deal with you because it's easy to take advantage of you. You're not paying attention to every little thing you're doing. You're just believing and trusting that this person is who they said they are. Even when sometimes their actions don't align, you give them the benefit of the doubt until that rug gets pulled from underneath your feet. And then you realize, like, oh, wow, I've been bamboozled. Like this person, the whole time, this person was playing a game with me, or, chess, not checkers. That they were playing mind games or moving strategically when I was moving genuinely. And it changes you as a person. It really does. And you have to find a way to process it mentally to where you don't become bitter, or you don't become like the people who hurt you. And I found that the best way to recover is to take some distance from the situation that hurt you and truly pour into yourself and love yourself and alchemize that energy and become a better version of you. So like when people betray you, like I give myself a certain time period to feel the disappointment, but after that, I can't carry the pain of what you did to me. If anything, you lost access to a genuine person, and now it's up to me whether I'm going to allow you to change your behavior and do better, or whether I'm just going to cut my losses and move forward. That's up to you. You have to make a decision in the situation where you're betrayed. Do you cut your losses and move forward? Like, was 90% of the situation bad and 10% good? And in that situation, cut your losses and move forward. But if somebody was 80% good to you and they just messed up 20%, but the mess up was detrimental to the connection, maybe you do want to give them a chance to try to fix the connection. It's up to you to make that decision. But nonetheless, in the process, you're going to alchemize that pain that they gave you, and you're going to create. You're going to move your body. You're going to journal. You're going to read. You're going to start a passion project. What do you feel like your purpose is? What is your greater reason why? Why did God put you on this earth? Instead of dwelling on the pain that somebody else caused you, you're going to alchemize the energy. And this is how you're going to make it out of that situation without being bitter. Because I'm telling you, if you sit, rumination is going to make you so angry. Because if you sit and replay how somebody betrayed you, how somebody belittled you, how somebody took advantage of you, I'm telling you, that is going to make you so angry. But it's a normal process of the healing journey. So don't beat yourself up when thoughts come in your mind of people who betrayed you, but know how to navigate those thoughts and kind of just look at them as a thought and emotion, not as something that you're clinging to. So like when I get thoughts of betrayal or thoughts of people who took advantage of me that I loved, I would have did anything for, and they took advantage of me, at first I acknowledged, like, yeah, I could see how that would have hurt you. I acknowledged my pain. But then I also acknowledged, like, but this person kind of been like that. They always perpetuated this pattern of behavior, and I was just oblivious to it because I love them. And I thought my love for them would change who they were, and it wouldn't. So I learned that lesson, like, accept people at face value for who they are. So I kind of see the role I played in my own suffering. And then lastly, I returned the energy back to sender. Like, I refuse to carry the pain of what you did to me. Like, that was messed up. So if you betrayed me, if you were unkind to me, if you were disloyal to me, I'm not carrying the pain of that. You're going to have to carry that on your own. So I start to return the energy intentionally. I'll say, like, God, return the energy to sender. Like, this pain isn't from me. This pain is from the actions that someone else took against me. And it's not for me to carry. Like, God, help me transmute this energy to create something better for me. And I start something. Like, I'm either going to write a book, I'm going to paint, I'm going to start a passion project that helps me release these emotions while I decide if I want to reconnect or if I want to cut the relationship off, while I process in a way that's healthy for me. Because once somebody betrays you and crosses your line, that's why I said forgiveness does not require reconnection. Like, it's up to you. It's not on their terms, it's on your terms. And if a person is a lot of times when you're a people pleaser, you got people in your life like this, their ego is so inflated to the point where they start to think the reconnection is on their terms even after they betrayed you. Like, they think they could just dangle a carrot in front of your face, do a couple nice things, and it's like, well, forgive me. Those people are entitled, and you probably have programmed them so badly to the point where, as far as badly meaning, you have programmed them to have a huge ego and to not consider you at all. So that relationship might be over, but a person who's like, you know what, I understand the depths of the pain that I caused you, and I would work a lifetime to have that connection back, or somebody who really values you and is willing to put in the work to rebuild the connection. That's a person who deserves maybe another chance, or who potentially deserves access to you again. But some individuals do not deserve access to you ever again. Like, certain levels of disrespect and betrayal, forgiveness does not require reconnection. And why would God not want nobody in your life that'll play with you like that? Like, that's one, as a believer, like, you really think God will want you to have people in your life who are detrimental to your mental health, to your physical health? Because when people, like, this is just an example, but when people have affairs in marriages, when people are lustful or cheating in marriages, they can literally they can end your life early because they're not being considerate. It's deeper than just the physical act of fornication or whatever, like adultery. That's what it's called when you're cheating on your spouse. But it's deeper than that. It's just like, you didn't consider me. You didn't consider the kids. It's a deep level of selfishness that it's like, do you want to deal with that or not? Like, do you want to forgive this person or not? Do you want a person like this to have access to you? Okay. So I think it all depends on the work they're willing to do, but never feel like you're obligated to give somebody reconnection once they disrespect the connection. When somebody could have communicated with you and they chose not to. When someone could have been kind and gracious to you and merciful to you and they chose not to. When someone's pretty much was like, my needs matter more than how you feel, so I'm gonna do what's best for me at your expense, and I don't care. Do what you gotta do. Leave me if you wanna. That's pretty much what people are saying when they betray you, when they deeply disappoint you, and they don't care about how you feel afterwards until it hits them. It's like a moment when people lose access, that's when it really hits them. Like, oh my God, like, what have I been doing? Then the consciousness kind of sets in, but it's too late sometimes. So depending on every situation, forgive who you want to forgive. But in my opinion, certain levels of betrayal, the connection will never be the same, but you can forgive a person. When I love you forever. But just stay away from me. When it's certain things, you will never have access to the person that I am again, because you're going to have to die on that side that you chose over me. Like, the people you considered over me, you're going to have to go over there. Whatever it is that you chose over just treating me like a human being, because it ain't nothing to just have a genuine conversation with somebody and be like, I'm not happy in this connection. I don't really want it. Or to be like, you know what? The business went bankrupt. Like, I lost all the money. It's a difficult conversation, but it's more respectable when somebody can look you in your face and tell you what they did to hurt you, versus somebody who literally betray you and have you thinking the connection is something that is not the whole time. That's a different level of betrayal. When you're convinced, like, that's when somebody takes your innocence, because it's like, I really believed in you. Like, I believed in the best parts of you. Yes, I saw the bad parts of you, but I believed in your higher self. Like, I believe that it would eventually, like, operate and move with more integrity and more intentionality. And you just pretty much, especially when it's a person that everybody warned you about. It's always that person that everybody kind of tells you, like, be careful with this person. And you're like, oh, they're just misunderstood. Whole time, they do the same thing to you that they did to everybody else. And then you're kind of like, dang, like, You're stuck sitting there like, I was defending this person's character, and the whole time I was really overlooking what was right in my face. So again, these are life lessons for us to move more strategically, move correctly, and, of course, don't become bitter-hearted, but just remember, move intentionally. Do not let people come into your life and do whatever they want to do to you and continue to get access to you as a gift. Access to you is a privilege. And forgiveness does not require reconnection. So anybody who has access to you considers you for the most part. Ain't nobody perfect, so you're not expecting perfection, but deep betrayal or somebody just throwing you in the trash the moment you're inconvenient to them, them people don't really care about you. They care about what you did for them. And you need to know the difference, guys. So Radiant Souls is a safe space for like-minded individuals who prioritize wellness. Again, subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to we have Instagram, TikTok. We have a podcast on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube podcast. So we're just trying to spread awareness to being improved as an individual, moving more consciously, and just unlearning those toxic behaviors that we learned in childhood, like people pleasing, and just remembering everybody don't deserve access to you. Like, it's a privilege to have access to you. So remember, forgiveness does not require reconnection. I'll see you tomorrow.